Too many kids being found in these lakes, man. This is MTGV, and you with Miss V. She keep her ear
Welcome
to
in, everybody.
to a B.
Please smack that thumbs up as you come in.
You wanna be, but all trolls we delete. You better believe. Just so you know we don't go for those.
Help us reach our goal of 300 thumbs up, y'all.
But it's getting so out of control. Just so you know.
This channel may feature copyrighted video and audio content under the guidelines of fair use permitted by copyright statute for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All content and credit go to the original creators. No copyright infringement is intended. This channel may feature copyrighted video and audio content under the guidelines of fair use permitted by copyright statute.
And make sure you leave a comment too. Yeah. We're gonna see you on the flip side, man. Until then.
Welcome in, y'all. Please smack that thumbs up as you come into the building. Y'all see who we talking about today, Romeca Meeks. And we're going to be targeting in on attorney Ari Williams just to see who she is. You know, it's a lot of talk about this case, and, you know, it's two different sides. That's like something I never seen in covering cases on YouTube. I ain't never seen it in my life. And, you know, there is a crowd of people that believe that Quadajah is going to be released. They believe that she's going to beat this case, right? We don't believe that as Romeca supporters. Shout out to my BFF in the building. Y'all, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. And thank you to everyone. Shout out to BFF. Thank you for that greeting to everybody in the building. Shout out to Michelle. Justice for Romeca. More justice. Los needs to be locked up as well. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. And as a matter of fact, we did a deep dive yesterday. I hadn't been live in a while. And we went over a lot of information. So if y'all didn't catch that live stream, please do. This is the thumbnail from yesterday, talking about real and fake witnesses. And I have tons of Romeca content. I have 3 full playlists talking about nothing but Romeca. But so the first time that I had ever heard of Ari Williams was in 2023 when Carlisa Hood and her son was arrested from, you know, that restaurant in Chicago. This guy just attacked her for no reason. She didn't know him from a can of paint. Shout out to BFF dropping them good fire and horns in the building. And also shout out to Tay Ebony. Is that how you say it? Tay Ebony? But or to I'm not sure. I don't know how to say your name. But Tay Ebony, maybe. That's what it looked like. But shout out to you. Tay Ebony knows a lot about this case. Been following it from the beginning and always giving jewels while you in here, especially when I first started covering the case. You was helping me with a lot of details that I didn't know. And shout out to Dr. Doc, always sharing me out. I definitely appreciate the love. He's not even a content creator, but he got about 38 subscribers on his channel, and I see you around. So I definitely appreciate your support. Shout out to all of y'all. And yes, happy late V-Day. I didn't do anything to celebrate at all. As a matter of fact, I went live. You know, I need to get back started. Doc said I'm driving, but listening until I get home. Well, I hope you listen when you get home if you can, or if you can catch the replay. But I appreciate you, Doc. Okay, and same to you, Tay. BFF said, yeah, that's what I'm going to call you, Tay. That's easier. Hey, my queen, Tay T. Shout out to Tay T. I don't see Tay T yet. Oh, yeah, I don't see Tay T. So those names are very similar. And both of them know a lot about the case. It's not the same person with two different channels, is it? But I also seen that Tay-T said that she was in the live stream of Naja Hall on that witness, that fake witness that we talked about yesterday. And I did see that. So sometime, y'all, I don't get a chance to see all the comments, but I actually got a couple devices around me today, so I'm attempt to do a little bit better. And also, I don't have so much information today. But I'm gonna just tell y'all, I always come with a bunch of information. I do a lot of research. I do my own research. I'm looking at everything all the time. Before I ever even talked about this case, I have been looking at some things. And so we like to get down to the details. We are Sleuth Nation over here. We don't just talk and just pulling stuff from the sky. I talk from the evidence that's presented. As a matter of fact, let me read my description, because I know that y'all are mostly new to my channel, and I just want to tell y'all a little bit about my channel, just like what's in the description box. So let's go there. So first of all, I'm a passionate true crime enthusiast, and I am we are Sleuth Nation over here, also Team Viral, the winning team. Okay, and so, and I'm missing something because I got so much going on, because I got 2 different channels, but technically it's 3, because on memberships on my MTGV Politics channel, I teach YouTube to creators that want to get started or learn some different things to, tighten up or whatever. And so I do that only on membership, right? So that in itself, I got to get back on that. But I know a lot about YouTube, the do's and don'ts, and I have studied YouTube and helped creators and prevent them from being demonetized and all kind of stuff. I've experienced a lot here. But so welcome to MTGV Crime Podcast, your trusted source of gripping true crime stories, deep dives, and real-time developments. Here, we break down chilling and controversial cases from across the globe with a sharp focus on facts, timelines, and the people involved. We are committed to presenting truth. Our content is carefully researched using a wide range of sources, including verified social media posts, public records, and reputable news sources. We believe in transparency and accountability. We aim to provide context, not just the headlines. This channel may feature copyrighted videos and audios, content under the guidelines of fair use. And then we go into fair use is permitted by copyright statute for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and entertainment or education. All rights and credit go to the original creators. No copyright infringement is intended. So that's why you will hear me credit certain content creators. If I got something from a certain channel, I'll say that. If I'm playing something from a channel, I'll say that as well. So I believe in giving credit where credit is due. Shout out to Ashley. Happy Sunday. Welcome in Royal News. Good morning to you. Or Grand Rising, I should say. And shout out to everybody coming into the building. Say hello, Miss V in chat. What happened to that? Justice for Romeca, Vicky said. Dr. Doc says, you welcome. Yes, I definitely appreciate you, fam. I appreciate y'all support. So anybody that shares me out, I will definitely shout you out. So all you have to do is hit the share button, then go to create, and then you would add MTGV Crime Podcast, and then you will post it to your YouTube channel. And if you do it that way, it'll show up in my mentions, and then I'll be able to see who's actually sharing my videos. Because if you don't do it that way, no, we don't see them. I see it as content creators. It pops up in a certain area if you do it the way that I just said. But either way, if you can't figure that part out, I appreciate you. And for the people that shared me out yesterday, I want to thank Dr. Doc, who shared me out. Also, Writers for Life, she shared me out yesterday. And shout out to most hated bronze flat power guy, who's always sharing me out. And Young Riaz, I appreciate y'all so much. So all right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the first case that I first found out about, Ari Williams. I knew nothing about her, but as far as who she is, this is what Google says. So Ari Williams of Ari Law LLC is described in reviews as a dedicated and hardworking attorney who vigorously fights for her clients. She is noted for her strategic approach in court, specifically focusing on creating reasonable doubt by identifying inconsistencies and gaps in prosecutors' case. So she focused on technicalities and getting people free off of that, because that happens. I know of a case, as a matter of fact, the guy that unalived my cousin, from what I had heard, and I didn't look up any documents, but he had got away with it before, all on some technicalities, and that's why he feels so comfortable to do it again. And for the people that don't know, I have a cousin that was in nursing school, had just graduated, and just worked her first week of a nurse. Or matter of fact, I don't even think she was going to be starting her nursing job, and she didn't ever do that. So this Romeca's case reminds me of my cousin, and some parts of it because of the similarities. But so she is noted for that, for technicalities, and it says the key points regarding Ari Williams' reputation is recognized for being dedicated and thorough in the courtroom. Strategy focuses on meticulous examination of evidence, utilizing pretrial motions and testing the prosecution. Focus on specializing in criminal defense, working to highlight weaknesses in the prosecutor's evidence regarding intent and circumstances, and professionalism described as a strong advocate for her clients. So that is how they describe her, and we are we want to know what some people say that actually hired her or worked closely with her in some way. Shout out to Lewis Fuller. I appreciate that thumbs up. We trying to get at least 300 thumbs up on this live stream. If y'all could help us out with that, that would be awesome. And so we gonna talk about Carlisa Hood, because that case, I mean, she was a hero in that case, because I felt like, and everybody felt like, they definitely shouldn't have been locked up. Okay, so Carlisa Hood was inside of a restaurant on the south side of Chicago. If I remember correctly, that was the side of town. All I know is that she was standing at the cash at the to get her chicken or whatever, and there was a guy named Jeremy standing there next to her who just hauled off and just started hitting her. And I don't remember what the confusion was about, but I do remember that her 14-year-old son was sitting in the car when it happened, and he seen that guy attacking his mother, and his mother's weapon was in the car with him. He went and retrieved his mother's weapon and went inside and did what he did. And then, if I also remember correctly, he also, when the guy was leaving, he got him again. That was self-defense. Okay, that it was. And so let me read. It says, in June of 2023, prosecutors dropped first-degree murder charges against Chicago mother Carlisa Hood and her 14-year-old son due to emerging evidence, specifically surveillance video of the victim Jeremy Brown punching Hood in the face before the shooting. The incident occurred at Southside Restaurant, where Hood was attacked. Okay, so key details of the case. Carlisa Wood, the incident 35, was initially charged with first-degree murder and contributing to the delinquency of a minor, accused of ordering her son to shoot 32-year-old Jeremy after he punched her. Okay, so that was not true, but that is exactly what they were saying. I remember watching the live stream of Carlisa and Jedediah Brown. And I actually talked about this case on this channel, but I deleted over 2,000 videos off of my channel, and I think that was one of them that didn't make the cut. Now I'm mad because I wish I would have had it, because I had the whole live stream where she gave her story and all of that. But we know the outcome that they got off, and they should have, because that really was self-defense. That was somebody she didn't know. He had no rights to do what he did, and that boy had every right to protect his mother. Damn right. So the video evidence showed the attack on Hood by Brown, which led prosecutors to drop the charges against both mother and son. Aftermath. Following a dismissal, Carlisa Hood filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago and the police department, alleging wrongful charges and significant emotional, professional harm. Facts. And I didn't know that. So the context: the incident sparked national conversation regarding self-defense, with many arguing the shooting was justified to protect her and her son. So, did y'all see that case when it was happening? And what did y'all think about it? So, Ashley said, I'm not from there, but I do remember that case. I agree with you. That was self-defense. Okay. So exactly, Ashley. So do we see the difference in this case versus Quadajah and that incident in front of National Teachers Academy on September 8th with her and Los of 2025? Okay, and Tay said it was Carlos' cousin who act like Carlos. Now, somebody said in my video that was Carlos' cousin that I was playing yesterday, but it wasn't, because I had already said, and I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Tay, but I had already said that the videos that I played yesterday, that I changed the voices, I disguised the voices. One of the voices was content creator Naja Hall. That's a female. I changed her voice. She was reading transcripts from a fake witness that she had interviewed, and that video was posted September 28th of 2025, shortly after the incident. And then the other woman that was talking about Carlos had talked to Romeca that day and talking about their conversation, and that was a content creator Talk About It with Amora. She's a highly supporter. And Carlos called her. I was actually on the live stream when he called, and or she called him, and they had a conversation, and he was talking. Well, that was in his voice, but then she had a conversation with him on, and she was just explaining it to another content creator that was on her panel. So on my video, it was two women that I just changed their voice because they're content creators, and I didn't want to use their voice on my channel, but I had no problem saying where I got the information from. And as a matter of fact, in the description box of that video, you will find their links. I added all of those channels that I mentioned yesterday. That's how I do it. You know, I don't get the same love, but that's how I do it. Okay, so now I want to go over some of the information about the case that I was just talking about. Shout out to Katisa in the building. Welcome in. So I had been, I remember on one live stream when I first seen Katisa, somebody had said, oh, I love seeing you on panels and stuff like this. And so Katisa is a hard, she go hard for justice for Romeca, and I have since seen you on many panels. So shout out to you, and thank you for being here. Shout out to Chip in the building. Good morning, Coach V. This is one of my fellow content creators that was in the group of me teaching content creators YouTube. And I mean, I really should use a better word like teaching. I really don't like to say that, but you know, because we're all content creators, but just sharing what I know, knowledge that I know from my experience. And Chip is doing very well now. I mean, linking up with other people and doing your thing. So shout out to you, Chip. Thank you for being here. Please share me out, y'all. And I definitely shout anybody out that shares me out. Let me see if anybody shared me out the way that I said, because I won't see it any other way. But yes, thank you. Shout out to Terry Dow, 94. Thank you so much for sharing me out 2 minutes ago. Shout out to Lewis Fuller for sharing me out 2 minutes ago. Shout out to Dr. Nicole, PhD, in the building for sharing me out 10 minutes ago. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate that. So again, if you hit the share button, hit create, and then at MTGV, my channel should pop up. Then I'll see when you share me. And okay, so I'm gonna pull up these videos, y'all. Let's go over this case a little bit. That what happened. And so basically, let's just pay attention to what really is self-defense versus what happened on September 8th to Romeca. We know that wasn't self-defense. Okay, we ain't buying it. We never was. And from the beginning, we knew what it was, and we on the side of right. Period. Like, I don't celebrate the unaliving of anybody. And you know, even if they did something wrong, I'm still not going to celebrate somebody's unaliving. That's just not the way that I roll over here. And I don't disrespect the dead. Okay, and one thing, too, that I need to get straight, because yesterday I didn't see what was going on in my chat. And a Holly supporter came over here and was doing all this chanting for Holly in my chat and disrespecting Romeca. I didn't see that. The only thing I seen was them saying, I think maybe justice for Holly and put up some white hearts. But that shit will never live in my chat. I don't disrespect deceased, and we're on the side of right. So don't come over here with that. I don't have a problem with y'all coming over here talking, even if it's not in agreement with what we doing, but you will not spam my chat. You will not gaslight and troll in my chat. But if you are an adult and you have your opinion, you're entitled to that. But that is disrespectful. And if I would have seen it, I would have went off on you right then and there. But I'm here to report a case. I'm not here for all that. So don't come over here with that, because I really don't play that. And I'm not a drama channel at all. Don't do it. And if you see it and you a moderator, BFF for sure, get them up out of here. We adults over here. We ain't no kids. We don't play that. Don't ever disrespect Romeca on my watch. You can do what you want to do on other platforms or your own or whatever. But over here, you're going to be respectful. Period. Justice for Romeca. Drop them pink hearts.
And more breaking news, the Cook County State's attorneys dropping charges against Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son. You remember Hood was accused of encouraging her son to shoot a man, but video that recently surfaced shows Jeremy Brown yelling and attacking Hood inside a Southside restaurant. Before the shooting, activists had argued that the actions were self-defense.
So y'all see that her son came in there. He was not in there with her. It was so many rumors.
Murder charges have been dropped against a woman and her 14-year-old son. The two were charged with killing a man at a Southside hot dog stand.
Nate Rogers is live first at 4 with more details on this. Nate?
Hey guys, that's right. We're learning more about this situation, especially what happened here after video has surfaced over the weekend showing Carlisha Hood violently attacked inside of a restaurant. That video now viral on social media. Now, Hood and her 14-year-old son were released from custody just a short time ago after being charged with murder. The state's attorney's office saying, quote, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof. The incident took place inside a restaurant at 116th and Halsted. Hood was picking up food while her son was in the car. Prosecutors say she and 34-year-old Jeremy Brown had gotten into an argument. She then texted her son to come inside. The son stood in the doorway as his mom was punched 3 times in the face.
She did not text her son. If I remember correctly, she did not text him at all. He seen it and he came in there and did what he did. Her gun was in the car.
Prosecutors say the 14-year-old shot Brown in the back, and as he ran outside, Brown that is, the teen kept shooting while being told by his mother to do so. Brown died as a result. Activist Jamal Green addressed reporters earlier today.
The hell?
I am disheartened that people were there, especially men that were there.
Shout out to Jamal.
And it had to be a 14-year-old boy to save his mother. Where are we as a community if situations like this can happen and a woman can be severely attacked and no one does anything?
Yeah, and so that was the other thing. People was like, nobody did anything to help her. I mean, they ran out. They didn't want to have nothing to do, especially when them bullets got the ringing out. It cleared the place for sure. But I mean, before her son came in there, I don't think anybody would have came to her defense, but her son did. And when I seen this, I was like really big up in the lawyer that was involved, which happens to be Ari Williams. So I'm not here to disrespect her or anything, but I am here to tell the truth about what I see about her and talk about, this case here, because this is the only case that I know just off the top. I'm not from there, but I do remember the case and I agree with you. Okay, I read that. So Miss V, June 2nd, they have something for Romeca, her birthday. Oh, are they? So June 2nd, yes, I know that is her birthday. Thank you for letting me know, Tay. I definitely look out for something. So that's Carlos. No one acted like him. That's Carlos. No one acted like him. Yeah, Carlos. I think he gonna go down. I don't see how he not. I mean, he didn't pull the trigger, so they can't get him for the charge that Quadajah got. But they can charge him with something. Shout out to Purple Paradox Lady Trucker in the building. Shout out to you. That makes me think about when I was covering a Javion McGee case. I had a lot of truckers in my chat at that time. So shout out to you and everything that you do. Without them, we wouldn't have our stuff, y'all. Carlos did let his cousin do that interview the last time. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that. Oh, I did see a clip on Key's channel with a cousin that spoke up for him. Yeah, I did see a clip, but I didn't see the whole thing. And shout out to Colgris. He said, this is Terry from yesterday. He changed his name. Did I just say it right, Colgris? Shout out to you. And thank you for tuning in yesterday. Okay. And then shout out to everybody that be in the comments. Like yesterday, I missed a few comments, right? Quite a few. But I look at them afterwards, and I also like to talk with y'all in the comments. So after the live stream, go to the comments. Let me know what you think if I didn't get to your question, or let me know what you think at the end, after you've heard everything. Carlos' cousin Wu did that. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look for that again. Shout out to you, Chip. I definitely appreciate you too. Carlos need to be in prison. Yep, I totally agree. So, Terry Dow says, MTGV new subscriber. Welcome in, fam. So happy to have you. I seen you in the comments, or I seen your name once. And shout out to you for sharing me out. Terry Dow just shared me out about 2 minutes ago. Or 8 minutes ago. No, that was Chip. Chip shared me out 8 minutes ago. Thank you, Chip. And Terry Dow just shared me out 11 minutes ago. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate y'all support, man. That is real support. Hitting that thumbs up, engaging in the chat, hitting those emojis on the side, thumbsing it up, then, looking out, tuning in, because we got a lot of information. We always have information. We don't play around here. We get to it. Shout out to Brown Eyes in the building. Welcome in, fam. He said, I just shared you out. Yep, thank you so much. I definitely gave you a shout out. You do really good commentary going over the cases and topics. Thank you, Ashley. I am, like I said, I'm a true crime enthusiast, and I be having questions, and I be wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting to know how this happened, and yeah. So, and I go off of memory a lot of times because I just remember. I can remember this stuff, but I do jot down things occasionally. I got a bunch of papers around me right now. But okay, so let's get into this all the way. We're gonna go. We're gonna let this play out because it's at least another couple videos, I think. Let's play it out.
Now, thousands of dollars to pay for legal fees has been raised by Hood supporters who, after seeing this viral video on social media, those supporters believe that this was self-defense. According to a GoFundMe page, the 14-year-old is an honor student and his mother did not know her attacker. We've reached out to Ms. Hood and we are waiting to hear back. That is the latest here outside of the Cook County.
Yeah, she didn't know this man from a can of paint, and he just hauled off and did what he did. I mean, like, what? Who are you? So I see we got a Holly supporter, Jenny, in the chat. You can holler free, Holly all you want, but she will remain there because what she did is not self-defense. And don't start spamming my chat either. Talking about some free Holly. I'm gonna go ahead and get that on up out of here. We ain't free Holly over here. You can drop your white hearts, but you can't put no words with then you can't spam my chat either. Don't do it.
Juvenile Detention Center. Nate Rogers, Fox 32, Chicago.
Yeah, I'm looking a little bit better today.
And a disturbing case unfolds in court. A mother accused of ordering her son to commit murder in a West Pullman restaurant. The mother and son are now charged, both of them. Elizabeth Matthews joins us now with more on this developing story. Elizabeth,
welcome in, fam.
Yeah, not only that, mom, who's accused of giving those shoot-to-kill orders, is now being held on $3 million bail. Parts of that shooting were actually captured on this restaurant's surveillance
and they had
video, which helped the witnesses identify the suspects to police. So this all happened Sunday night, police tell us, just after 11 o'clock, about 11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halstead at 117th. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car. Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Well, they know they hit the wrong mama, didn't they?
Outside of the restaurant, while the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim.
That is a lie. Like, where they get all this stuff from? But we gonna listen to a little bit of what the mom had to say.
Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing her son to shoot her.
That's crazy. Look how they got her looking like a criminal. This woman, and she didn't have no marks on her either, but it looked like he really was like bam, like hitting her really, really hard. Unless this is I think this is her only mug shot in her life. So, but he ain't had no business putting his hands on this woman. Shout out to Brian's Flat Power Guy for sharing me out. Shout out to you, fam. He shared me out 3 minutes ago. Shout out to you. So, yeah, let's continue.
The Hood even tried to get the gun from her son, but he pushed her away. No shots were fired at that witness.
That's a real man right there.
Both mother and son facing murder charges. She's also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The teen boy also facing unlawful use and possession of a firearm. Both were told did surrender themselves to police yesterday. We're also told that Hood, the woman charged in this, the mom charged in this, also had a FOID card herself and was licensed to conceal carry.
Okay. And guess what? Her weapon was actually concealed in her car. It wasn't on her person. I mean, even though you can conceal carry on your person, she had on a dress and stuff, but it wasn't on her person, but it was concealed carry in the car. and I think it was in the glove, but her son was in the car and seen somebody attack his mother. He did what any man would do. He became a man that day. And Carlos should have stopped that shit because he was right there. Ain't no way that should have happened. And, you know, especially with all of these videos that I'm seeing on social media of him, you know, lifting 315 pounds and all that. That's not self-defense. Holly was set up to unalive Romeca, but there's a God. That's a fact. He sees it all. She ain't going nowhere. Karen, don't worry about it. He going to jail. It's a lot we don't know, but the family knows about it. And a lot we seeing, like that stuff we was talking about yesterday, man. And then I ran across a video that Keys did a month ago. I watched it this morning, and he said, y'all is going to come out. People don't know that he talked to her that morning. Wait till that come out. He said that. So that information is out that they actually talk. I do not believe Amora. Talk about it what Amora would lie about that. Not on Carlos. She supports him. So yeah, he told her that. She called him back to back 10 times and he had to power his phone off. So, you know, the pull-up makes sense when are you kidding? I just dropped my kid off, especially if she asked you and you right there by the school, you could have dropped the kid off, but you chose not to. I believe that he talked to her, man. And so I guess they gonna get Deja up out of here first, and then they gonna come back around for him. Right now, he working for him, allegedly.
Go. Just get my life back with my baby. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Take your time.
Right.
Yes, take your time. Take your time, baby.
That's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support for me and my family. On June 18th of this year, my life changed. My son's life changed. I've experienced pain in many ways that I would never have thought, never. What happened to me was totally unnecessary.
Exactly.
Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and being arrested. I am thankful that the Cook County State's Attorney dismissed the case. I am also thankful to have my son with me and by my side, and also his charges being dismissed.
Amen.
I thank my family for supporting me and the people all over the world. The people did not play.
Yeah.
And I just thank God everything was revealed. And just everybody who has been praying and rooting for us, I just thank God for them. That did not go unnoticed. You are all not forgotten. And we are praying for all the families affected by this horrible tragedy. I am now in the process of healing and putting my family's life back together. During this trying time, we ask if,
welcome back,
we can
Candy.
Please have space to rest and recover from this life-altering situation. And that you all continue to keep us in your prayers. In the near future, I will be able to respond to outpouring of support. Again, I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Take your time,
man.
Take your time, baby.
Wait, hold on. Man. Now here's a little bit longer with Ari in it.
Thank you all for being here today. I want to first thank the Cook County State's Attorney, Kim Fox.
Yeah, I was so proud of her when I seen this. I really was. And y'all see how emotional Carlisha was. I was so happy that this worked out for her and her son. They never deserved what happened. So Candy said, hello, MTGV. It's a minute, but I'm here for your breakdown. Okay, welcome back, fam. So good to see you. And Colger said, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to blow up on YouTube. Just watch and see, Miss V. Thank you so much, Cogris. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on the blow up. And the support, most of all. You know, I can get people to watch me and all that, but the support is not there. I need real supporters, you know. And it's because I'm not a drama channel and I'm on by myself, and I don't be on panels and all of that kind of stuff. I just kind of be in my little corner off to myself, and you know, other people trying to take advantage and stuff from me helping people. Like I started this thing as a crime thing, then I started helping people on YouTube, and those people helped pull me down. So it's really sad. And I had to make adjustments and change it up. But you would be surprised that people don't really want help. People don't want to acknowledge you as being a person that helped you. So they don't want to receive the help, I guess. They don't want to do the work is really what it boils down to. But also they don't want to give anybody credit for what they learned. And it's really sad. Like I've learned a lot since I've been on here trying to help people. Y'all would not believe it. People are weird. They're rather, man, I ain't gonna go into that. I didn't have many conversations about it, but trust me. Whew. Let me play this video. But thank you, Cogris, and thank you to everybody that's here supporting me right now.
For doing the right thing and dismissing the charges. This is what justice looks like.
Exactly, Cogris.
I also want to acknowledge everyone.
Hold on, let me say this, because he said trolls come on in and run up the algorithm. Just be respectful. Facts. That's exactly what you can come in and talk, be a dot. You know, tell us why you think Holly should be released and why you think all that. But use your words, okay? Don't come in here trolling. Come in here spamming my chat and justice for Holly, and don't even put your white hearts in here. As a matter of fact, if I see more than one white heart, if it's more than one white heart, delete it. We ain't playing with y'all over here. That's what we gonna do. I can't be too nice.
Who has been impacted?
I don't like nice
by this in any
damn
way.
Shit.
To everyone who has supported Ms. Hood and her family through this trying time, we thank you. Yesterday, criminal charges of first-degree murder were dismissed against Ms. Hood
As it should.
and her 14-year-old son, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Now that she is free, we think it is important that her story is told and that she is heard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carlisha, C-A-R.
Now, before I get, because we probably just heard what she about to say, but so y'all heard what Ari just said, right? So we see the case. That this is absolutely right, but Quadajah don't fit this at all. Like, not even a little bit, y'all. Not even a little bit. I'm just pointing that out. Let's be real.
Lishia. Last name is Hood, Hood. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support for me and my family. On June 18th of this year, my life changed. My son's life changed. I've experienced pain in many ways that I would never have thought, never. What happened to me was totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested. I am thankful that the Cook County State's Attorney dismissed the case. I am also thankful to have my son with me and by my side, and also his charges being dismissed. I thank my family for supporting me and the people all over the world. The people did not play.
Yeah.
And I just thank God everything was revealed. And just everybody who has been praying and rooting for us, I just thank God for them. That did not go unnoticed. You are all not forgotten. And we are praying for all the families affected by this horrible tragedy. I am now in the process of healing and putting my family's life back together. During this trying time, we asked if, we could please have space to rest and recover from this life-altering situation, and that you all continue to keep us in your prayers. In the near future, I will be able to respond to outpouring of support. Again, I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Take your time. Take your time, baby.
I'm a cry baby. I cry when I cry. I can't watch nobody crying now without crying. I ain't crying, but I will if she keep crying. Let's hold this. But yeah, so shout out to Candy for sharing me out. I don't see it in my mentions, but I do appreciate you sharing me out. And in order for me to see it, you have to hit the share button of this video, go down to create, and then hit at MTGV. My channel will pop up. You hit that, and then it'll be on your YouTube channel. So, but thank you. I don't know if you did that or not. Or if you can do it or not, but if not, it's okay. But thank you for the share. I appreciate you, Candy. And let me see what somebody else said. Hold on. Rhapsody said facts. Shannon Barnes, welcome in. So it's way easier looking on a phone instead of trying to follow it on what's the name? Okay, so we're going to let this play out, and we're going to get to what, people say directly about Ari. Did y'all see any emotions with Quadajah or Los, who was there on the scene? Any, even when she was locked up, when she didn't have a mask on her beak. Okay, she was smiling and waving and all that, turning around, looking at folks. But you didn't see none of this emotion, And another thing, like, man, they trolled the hell out of the guy that did it. The memes they had created for this guy. Do y'all remember seeing those memes that they had created for the guy that unalived her? And even then, I was just like, dang, they going in on him. I'm like that too, Miss V. Other people cry make me. Yes, I am an empath. I can feel people's pain. I really can. And Tabani, that dinner sounds so good. I'm doing homemade chicken pot pies today. Ooh, that sounds good. I just had, since we talking about food, I just had, some steak, fried mushroom, onions, scrambled eggs with bacon, little cheese in that. And then I end up mixing it all together and just ate a big bowl like that. It was so good. With my coffee I still got sitting here. Yeah, so we having a great day. Miss V, check Romeca phone. Wait, Miss V, they check Romeca phone September 8th. Last person she talked to, her sister, Neek, and managers. For real. Oh my God. Yes. So I need to find the manager's post that she made anonymously on one of those Justice for Romeca pages. If I can remember to do that. But I'm gonna let this keep playing. Wait, what's this? Ashley said, I don't know why they come being immature and childish, acting that way. CCs don't mind you coming into the chat, even if you don't agree, but they do it in a messy way. Exactly. That's why. See, some people just want to debate. Some people, and I feel like those people like that, they're narcissists, psychotics. I haven't looked up the others like psychosis and psychotic. I just looked up narcissists, but it got to be some sickness and illness there. They just want to be rival with people. It really is people out here like that. And I don't subscribe to that kind of stuff. I don't let people control me in that way. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, grow up. If you ain't grown, you in the wrong chat. Because my channel is 18 and up, although it ain't restricted. And shout out to Purple Paradox for sharing me out. Truck Lady, I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, let me let this play out. This the last video, y'all.
It's all right, Carlos.
No emotion on the phone.
It's okay. You're strong.
You got this, girl.
Oh, Jesus.
You're strong.
You got this.
God bless you.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Attorney Brandon Brown. That's Brandon. Last name Brown, BROWN. This morning, we filed a 4-count complaint on behalf of Carlisha Hood. This complaint is being filed against the city of Chicago and the defendant officers who were responsible for her arrest. The complaint contains counts of malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. We do not take what happened to Ms. Hood lightly, and we intend to pursue this lawsuit, and there will be additional lawsuits forthcoming. I want to add that Ms. Hood and myself, we recognize that there has been a life lost, and so we are praying for the family of this man who lost his life. I don't want that to be forgotten. We appreciate that lives were affected by this incident, and so we don't want to dilute or diminish that. However, Ms. Hood and her son, we believe were wrong, and we intend to pursue that. Ms. Hood is not going to be answering any direct questions. Myself and Attorney Williams will be answering a limited number of questions. However, once Ms. Hood has time, and keep in mind that Ms. Hood was just released yesterday afternoon.
Welcome in, Quadri.
So she needs time. But once she is able to process and reconnect with her family, she will present herself again, and we will make her available, but not right now. We're asking that you give her space. We understand that there have been a number of people going to her home, attempting to contact her at her home. We also recognize that there have been things going on in the World Wide Web that may not necessarily be genuine or without malice.
Yes.
And so we would ask each and every one of you out there to keep this family in your prayers. Protect this family.
Yes.
Protect this family. And I have good reason to believe that they need protection.
Man, oh man, they absolutely needed protection. I mean, hold on. Let me move this off my screen. Let's do that. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. What's playing? Oh, dang. I should have watched the longer version. But we are really here to talk about Ari Williams. So I won't play the whole thing. Y'all could go over the case if you want. It is a longer version that's like 21 minutes. Let me know if y'all want to see it. I'll pull it up. But the clip that we just watched was only a 6-minute clip. And Brown Eye says she pick up on energy on others, even through the internet. You know, at this point, yeah, I can. I can. Yep. Shout out to Tay T. If I didn't say that already, good morning to you. Happy Sunday. And then Brown Eye said they was too calm and collected on the scene. It's not normal to have no emotion. Right. Even if she felt like it was true self-defense. Exactly. After that adrenaline rush go away, you're going to come to your senses and be like, oh my God, I just took somebody's life. I just took, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be freaking out. Like even cops and stuff be feeling away when they first do it. I'm sure any cop could say the first time they unalive somebody, they had things going on. People in prison go through things from unaliving somebody, gangbangers and all of that, even start feeling remorse. I mean, but you would have thought that instantly she would have felt some type of remorse. Like, I mean, it was unnecessary. It was words. It was words and gaslighting and lies on their part, in the courtroom and all of that. And then being manipulative, still sitting up here conversing with her back and forth, knowing that you in court since December of 2024, trying to get this protective order on her, Quadajah. So let's get into Ari. Now, who does Ari say that she is? Okay, so Ari Williams Law LLC is a Chicago-based law firm founded by attorney Ariel K. Williams, focusing on criminal defense, civil rights, and personal injury cases, particularly for people of color. The firm is known for its aggressive advocacy, with Williams earning recognition as a super lawyer rising star and being named to the National Black Lawyer Top 40 Under 40 list. So the National Black Lawyers Top 40 Under 40 list. The firm handles a range of criminal charges, including gun and drug violations and civil rights issues like police misconduct. So key aspects of the firm: practice area, criminal defense, civil rights, personal injury, traffic violation. The focus: fierce advocacy for clients with a strong emphasis on civil rights and ensuring fair treatment for people of color. The justice system. I could never trash this lady. Never. I'm proud of her for what she's doing for the community, right? But she got a fight on her hands with this one here. This might be a bad, you know how when you box and when you lose one, it lowers your reputation and your rank and all of that kind of stuff. So this gonna be heavy for her, maybe. Ariel K. Williams, a graduate of DePaul University College of Law, known for her courtroom presence and commitments to her client. Recognition: named a super lawyer rising star in 2023 and the National Black Lawyers Top 40 Under 40. Now, I wonder if she earned her super lawyer status from this incident that happened with Carlisa Hood in June of 2023, because that's when she was named super lawyer in 2023. So, philosophy: a brief and challenging prosecution, claims and fighting for clients, encapsulated by the motto, nobody talks, everybody walks, before speaking with an attorney. Well, Deja messed that up for the attorney, because Holly talked on the scene and admitted to what she did, because she had a CCL and a restraining order. That was her only thing that I heard yelling out of her pie hole, right? She didn't say one time that she hit her, pulled her hair, ran up on her, she was in fear for her life. I didn't hear her say that on the scene, but I guess they came up with that later after all the excitement, of what had just happened. So yeah, if her motto is nobody talks, everybody walks, well, in this case, since Quadajah actually talked, she definitely ain't walking. So everybody talks and nobody walks. That is what Quadajah is making this woman fight for. She going against her own motto to even take this case, because if Quadajah was smart, she would already been talking to this lawyer before she was even arrested. So I don't know at what point they contacted this lawyer, but if she was smart, she would have did that on September 8th, after she got out of lockup, knowing that she was gonna need somebody to help her. And she should have had that. As a matter of fact, when she was trying to get this TPO, so she could do what she did, she should have got a lawyer at the same dang on time. So the lawyer would have told her, if anything happened, don't speak on the scene, please. I mean, we don't even need a trial. Hell, she already told us she guilty. Like, what do we need a trial for? Okay. So Tay-T, the Addy, lies better. The attorney lies better. Man, listen, she trying to figure this out. Like, no, she already done killed the motto of the lawyer. They're trying so hard to make it seem like Romeca was checking for him. That's what he wanted so bad. You know, I don't think I deleted that. Let's go to this when he tells us. Damn it, I think I deleted it. God dang it, I did. Where I wanted her to need me. That was a conversation that he was having with talk about it with Amora. And yeah, he wanted her to need him. She didn't need him at all. So I don't know how this lawyer is gonna be able to clean up this scene of the crime. I mean, she gonna be more than a super lawyer if she get her up out of this. Because the case of Carlisa Hood and her son was really self-defense. So if y'all want to know what self-defense is, go ahead and study that case. This one here, we gonna wrap this one up. Deja about to get so many years in prison. She's looking at so many years because just for having a weapon, she's looking at 20, 25 years for having it where she was at and all of that. Like, girl, ain't nothing she gonna be able to do. Shout out to Mama Libra in the building. Yeah, it's over with. Okay, so I'm trying to look at y'all comments too, but all right, so that is what is being said about her. Those are facts about the lawyer, Ari Williams. Now let me look at this right quick. So inspired to write injustices, Ari Williams was born and raised in the Inglewood area on the south side of Chicago. Watching people of color have their civil rights violated was a part of daily life. Police officers would search homes and neighborhoods without a warrant and regularly stop and frisk Black men who happened to be walking down the street. Ari has seen it all. These daily injustices suffered by people of color in her neighborhood inspired Ari to become a criminal defense attorney and fight the injustices that were happening around her. I feel that. Shout out to Ari. Okay? Shout out to Ari Williams, man. So we gonna go over some stuff good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Let me move this out the way right quick. Remind us of the scene of the crime that we talking about right now. The hell was she thinking? She wasn't, was she? They, I guess I should say. They wasn't thinking. They thought they had all they T's crossed and I's dotted. And so, yeah, some people, not everybody have something good to say about Ari. So we're going to go through some things. Let me pull something up right quick. And I'm going to be looking at y'all comments a little bit more with this part of it. So I got to move this video.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. For sharing. For sharing. For sharing. Thank you for. Join Sleuth Nation membership and become a sleuth for special members emojis, special badges by your name, and sneak peek videos. Join Sleuth.
Okay, so I am looking at some reviews for Ari Williams, and somebody said 2 months ago, she's horrible. If I could give 0 stars, I would. If she doesn't like you or doesn't like the fact that you ask questions, she will take it out on you, or worse, your loved ones. She's very unethical. I would definitely not recommend. Poor communication and very unprofessional. Wow. So what do y'all think about that? I mean, I'm sure Carlisa Hood ain't gonna say that about her, but this person did, and I don't know what capacity they work with her on, but yeah. Why I believe that and don't even know her. Okay, so Tay T has spoken. So how she say she was blocked in and her car was ahead of Romeca? Good question. She wasn't blocked in. She could have put out if she wanted to. She definitely could have, especially being that it appears that she was sitting in the car already. Okay, so that's one. That's a bad review, right? We gonna be fair. Let's pull up a good one. I didn't read none of them, but these are going to be the only ones that I pull up on the screen because I don't want to reveal people's names and stuff. But I'm going to read a few more. Let me move this right quick. So this one says, I cannot say enough about this incredible lawyer. She never gave up on my brother, even when others did. She believed in him, and she believed in us. For 4 long years, while he was in jail, she kept telling my mom, there is a way out. He's coming home. And she meant it. We hired 2 other lawyers before her who couldn't accomplish what she did. She fought hard. She spoke up with strength. And she was never afraid to challenge what needed to be challenged. Her voice is powerful. Her dedication is unmatched. And her commitment to justice is real. Because of her, my brother is finally free. We will always be grateful for her courage, her persistence, and her belief in our family. If you want someone who truly fights for you, she is the one. Okay? So what do y'all think about that? I mean, because everybody's experience is different with her. Some good, some bad, and I don't know, in this case, she ain't gonna win this one. I'm sorry. It's just no way in hell that this one gonna be won, in my opinion, according to the evidence that we looking at from September 8th, that day by itself. So let me see what y'all saying. Oh, let me move. Shout out to everybody in the vertical stream too. Y'all please smack that thumbs up over there. Oh, it look like I ain't even on the screen when I'm over there, but I'm gonna stay down there because let me pull something else up. Let me come over to the other chat. Y'all quiet over there. Hold on. Oh, let me unpin this. It's in the way. Okay, she is probably a big money attorney, Karen said. Okay. Justice for just us for justice, Doc said. Justice on the way. Men for Meeks. Kings for Roe. I love that, Doc. Yep. Shout out to Reno in the building. Justice for Meeks. I call BS. What did she do? I would love to know. Like, I wish we could know, what the case was about and stuff. But the one you just read sounds like Chat GPT, in my opinion. Too funny. Are those current reviews? Yes, it was 2 months ago. Let me pull them back up. As a matter of fact, because I'm not pulling up no more because I don't want to show the identity of the people that's putting them out. But it was 2 months ago on that one, and 2 months ago on that one. So I'm reading recent ones, and this one here is from 2 months ago. Also, it says she is amazing. I'm so grateful for everything she has done for my family because of her hard work. I can have Thanksgiving with my family this year. Wait, is this Deja talking about Thanksgiving, the holidays, and we gonna be cute and all this? Like, you might have thanked her too soon, but anyway, that just made Thanksgiving just made me think about her. And then so 2 months ago, somebody said Ari is not the lawyer she portrayed. Hold on. So Ari is not the lawyer she portrays herself to be on Instagram. She's a lawyer who cares about her purse and clothes. She did not communicate with my husband about this case. She basically read the police report and went with that. Dang. Her team did not watch the body cam. She knew nothing. Now this person is giving details about the case that they talking about. She knew nothing about the case until I pointed out everything. Oh my God. She basically went from telling my husband she can beat his case to telling him to take his time after collecting all of his money. What? So don't pay her all the way off, according to what this person is saying. You know what I'm saying? Feed the money slowly, because once the money is already spent or all in, it's over with. So they basically saying she ain't doing no type of investigation. Wow. I mean, that's their experience. Let's see let's finish this first of all. She basically went from telling my husband she can beat his case to telling him to take his time after collecting all the money. The prosecutors had her sold and the prosecutor had her sold and no objections wasn't made. Whoa. She was not an advocate for him. You can never get in contact with her or meet with her or her team. Dang. Swear they can answer questions that only an attorney can answer. But if you miss a payment, she will have her team to call you 100 times. Whoa. It says you can never get in contact with her or meet with her and her team. Swear they can answer questions that only an attorney can answer. But if you miss a payment, she will have her team call you 100 times. Wow. And you can't get in touch with her. I personally know 10 people who recently had her and stated the same thing. Wow. She's a terrible attorney. She worked hard for people she know and her baby daddy know. Hold on. So Holly fit that category, does she? Didn't they say something about her allegedly? Now, I'm not saying this is facts. Don't come for me. But I heard that she was dating or with one of Holly's. I don't know if that's true or not. Let me know what y'all heard or if it's true. I don't know. But if it's true that she, and then Los allegedly may know her too. But I don't know. I have no way of knowing if that's true or not, or who, but that is being said, is my point. We talk about social media and what people are saying. And it went on to say she's a terrible attorney. She worked hard for people who knows her and her baby daddy. Before you choose her, make sure you look around for other attorneys who will advocate for you. Oh, she get all bad reviews deleted to make it seem like she's the best lawyer. Wow. 36 people liked that review. And again, that was from 10 months ago. Okay. So at this point, we can look and see what similarities in the reviews that we're hearing, because this is, this is how you pick people. This is what you should do before you go eat somewhere, go on vacation somewhere. Look at the reviews to see what people are saying. This is all public information. Nothing is meant to trash the lady, but these are facts that's being put out about her. So her baby daddy is highly uncle and her baby daddy is highly uncle or some of the sort. Okay. So that's what they may be saying. Okay. I heard that too, allegedly, but never came up again. Okay. Cause I'll say I'll present it as a rumor until I see proof. So full justice for Romeca is coming. Facts, Ashley. Please believe it. Like, that sound like her, Tate said. I knew she had to be a high-priced lawyer. Yep. I would love to see reviews before this case. Oh, okay. So that's okay. So we getting into the older reviews, right? So that one that we just read was 10 months ago. And this one is from 9 months ago. So this would be prior to Romeca. Somebody said, poor communication. All lawyers are busy. However, when you are spending $15K, the expectation is that the lawyer communicates frequently. You damn right. I want to you better answer all my calls. That's how I feel if I'm paying $15K. Dang. She often runs in court from another courtroom hurried. Oh, that's not good. And then it says, not a good feeling when you are facing 6 to 30 years. I would not recommend her if you have a serious case. Wow, man. That is what this person said, y'all. So now 1 month ago, somebody said, very unethical and unprofessional as a woman. We should do things with class. Wow. Okay. So, every case is different, and a lot of people base a win off of one case thinking they had the same outcome. I mean, but it's so many different details in each case. So you never would expect for all cases to work out in everybody's favor. But when we're talking about ethical things and not communicating and that's not good, like, at all. I mean, she can't control what somebody did if they broke the law, but she can make sure that she makes herself available to the people that's paying her. Looking at all these years. Now, this is what this person is saying, okay? This is what they are saying. Justice for Romeca and her son, also her mom, and the rest of the families. Can a woman tender care sees towards the child she bear? Shout out to Karen. God has his hands on this case. Exactly. Just like he had his hands on that baby that was in the car in the middle of all of this. Let me pull that back up, because we have to remember that as we look at this video, the baby was in the middle of everything. And I said this already. Well, I think I said this in one of my videos, right? I covered a case where a mother had pulled out a weapon when some kids was outside fighting, and an adult that was standing outside seen the woman pull out the weapon, and they didn't know if she was going to fire on somebody that was out there on the opposite end or not. Somebody that wasn't even a part of the immediate argument, and he was standing off to the side. He fired on the woman and unalived her right there in front of her house. And so my one thing for sure that you don't do is you don't pull a weapon unless you about to fire it. You don't pull it while you arguing and got it at your side, because people don't know what you might do. And people don't know what you're going to do. I mean, I don't want to be around somebody pulling a weapon and I'm just going to assume, oh, they ain't going to hit me. Everybody is at risk once a weapon is pulled. I'm taking it personal at that point. Think about it. When people see a weapon, they run. So nobody is like, oh, she ain't targeting me. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's on the mind of people. So if Deja, if we are to believe that Quadajah had that weapon on top of the car, which, you know, she didn't. She had the fake witness said she had it already on top of the car because that was convenient for them. So Quadajah was standing on the driver's side at first in the street before she ran over to the passenger side. So that debunks the weapon being on top of the car already, because if it was, it would have been on the same side that she was already standing at, right? No. Quadajah ran around to her passenger side and reached into her vehicle and got the weapon, which to me indicate that it wasn't on the floorboard, because Quadajah is little and short. I don't believe that she could reach down into a car and hit the floorboard without her whole body being into the car. So that I believe the gun was sitting on the passenger car seat. That's what I believe. Going per evidence. Let me know what y'all think. Bullets have no eyes. Exactly. Doc says I agree. 15K is a down payment for a house. Man, listen, when you get in trouble with the law, you don't even need no house. People put their house up. Like, I think it's not true. 15K. Woo. Man, I think it is. Lawyers expensive as heck. Great accolades, but she won't be winning this one. That's a fact, Cogers. There's no way. Everything is against her. Her baby daddy is the uncle of Holly of some sort. Okay, I read that. Let's see. Okay, I went up enough. All right, so let's get into another one. This one was from 2 years ago. And it says, I was in court for my brother and saw how hard and dedicated Ari was to her client, whom I don't know. They put in parentheses. I then searched her law firm and read about it and can tell it was all true. Ari fought for her client and made sure every point was hit and spoken on in the courtroom. Well, one thing for sure, that if she don't ask for certain information, she's not going to get it. And so she better make sure she asks for everything and do her research, baby, because, yeah. Let me read it. So I'm currently fighting a case, now hired. Oh, look at this. They hired her, 9/20/23. Now, this is 3 months after the Carlisa Hood incident, right? So I'm currently fighting a case now and hired her 9/2023, which also the same month that Romeca was unalive, just a different 2 years later. She ain't nobody to play with at all. First time meeting her in person set me straight. She's highly good with reading people. So please don't hire her and lie to her, because she's going to read you your rights like she did me. But I'm saying all of this to say she's not a punk by any means, and she was placed on earth to do exactly what she's doing. Now, the stuff that we read before, you know, the reason why she got into it, you know, seeing people, black folks getting railroaded and different things happening to them that shouldn't, she had a purpose. And one thing for sure, and I tell people on YouTube, always you have to create a why when you involve yourself in things. Like with YouTube, I created a why. And the reason why you want to create a why, and your why got to be greater than your fears or greater than your doubts, and you know what or whatever, the drama or whatever it is. Because if you create a why, you're going to always reset yourself by going back to the reason why you here anyway. The reason why I started this anyway, whether it be to be a better person, to seek out a career or make it a business, or for generational wealth, or whatever your why is. You have to go back to that, because people, what you encounter online is they're obstacles that's gonna shoot your way constantly to get you off track. That's why you see people getting involved with drama that normally don't, because the higher up you go, or the more people you meet, or more people that encounter you, there's gonna be issues. So in order to stick to what you here for, you gotta remember your why. All that to say. And Ari, if any of this is true, then Ari has to remember her why. Why did I become a lawyer? Why did I go to school for this? Why? And she got to go back to her, her, all of her, I can't even think of the word, but like her motto. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that, or your, whatever you wrote up for you. Like I read the description of my channel. Remember your why and who you put yourself out here to be. That's all I can say, because people will get you off your shit. That's for sure. I done been on here crying into it with people, screaming and hollering at people the first time it ever happened, because I done been gaslit at its highest. People coming to me for help and acting like they want to be a team of people that's really, helping folks, and then they try to screw me and vilify me. That has happened to me more than once. So people will try to change you and shape you and gaslight you and make you out to be a bad person and all that. I've been through all that right here on this app. So I know now. I know what it looked like. And but yeah, so shout out to Tati for becoming a private eye. Shout out to you, fam. I appreciate you joining the membership, Sleuth Nation membership. Thank you for showing your support. It is many ways y'all can support this channel. I really appreciate any form of support. Y'all, if you can do it all, if it's in your budget, I appreciate it. I want what y'all see, the support of other people that y'all see. I want that same support. You know what I'm saying? Let's be a community of on the side of right. Justice for Romeca and any other cases that I cover. We don't root for the bad guys. But again, shout out to Tati for joining Sleuth Nation membership. Drop them good members emojis, fam. That part. Okay. So let me see. So Colger said nothing against her, but I think she should have set this case out. Yep. There's no way that she could pull this one off. Nope. Justice for Meeks. There's no way. Because old girl already ruined it for her right there on the scene. If they was gonna have any, she can't even have no type of strategy or nothing, because old girl already admitted, girl. That's how you know that they thought that they was gonna get away with this. I don't know at what point they seek the attorney, but I know for a fact it wasn't when she was trying to get this TPO and all of that. And when you have a weapon, you got to keep up on the gun laws and all of that stuff, because all of that stuff change constantly. Shout out to Congress for becoming a private eye. Welcome to Sleuth Nation, fam. I appreciate you. That's what's up. We going to get these members only chat going and all that. Once we get enough memberships, we going to do a lot of things different. Because I don't know if y'all are interested in the Kimani Lateef case, but that's a case that I'm going to be going to court for soon, whenever I can get my days off and all this, with me working full time now. I went from part time to full time, and it's a little rough, but we going to get back on track. And shout out to Mr. Boston. Hello, Queen. I'm listening. Thank you for listening in, fam. I appreciate you. But shout out to Congress in the building. Shout out to my Sleuth Nation member.
Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe.
Shout out to y'all. Okay, and so let me see, what else did y'all say? Holly was very wrong allowing Carlos to get in her head. Young women, don't take any man to find out his family background. Young women, don't take any man to find out his background. You definitely got to do your research on these people. And I mean, if you got a person, they got a more damn mug shots than they got baby pics. I mean, come on, that should tell you something. When a person is not following the rules, and you just got to pay attention to the signs, and especially if they got DV on their record and all of that stuff, like, just know that you're going to be the next one. You're going to be the next one. You're not going to be any different. Take that person's experience as an example and walk away. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't be helped. Like in Holly's case, what will make you, if you know they've been together 9-10 years and he's treating her this way, what makes you think you ain't gonna be the next? And Holly is a master manipulator and a narcissist too. I see it in her because of the game she played. She was strategizing on Los her dang on self, and she probably stopped taking birth control pills or something to get pregnant. She ain't had no kids in all these years. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because you tried it. You wanted to get Romeca up out of here and got yourself up out of here. So you won that. Welcome to prison. You already know, Kogra said. Romeca's death has affected a lot of people, her entire family, her son Amir, those that support and love her. Her life mattered just as well as others. This was very sad. It really was. It really was. And I can't even play her mom because I would cry. Her mother, she has so much love for her family. I enjoyed seeing her when I went back to her Instagram, seeing her family and friends. They would hang out and really love on each other. Just celebrating Cousins Day, friends hanging out, dressed alike, and just, I mean, a whole vibe, despite all of the stuff she was going through. You would never even think this woman was going through the hell that she was going through looking at her social media. But I just wish that, I wish it could have been different. She was destined for greatness, but I'm sure that, somebody somewhere that's seeing this case and going through the same exact things. Maybe somebody walked away from a relationship. Maybe somebody learned something. I'm sure somebody did. It gotta be a reason this had to happen. It really sucks. Then, okay, so back to these reviews. A year ago, somebody said the receptionist could not help or recommend anyone else, but the attorney is probably great. Somebody else said, excellent attorney. And then this was 2 years ago. For the 2023 incident, you did that. Absolutely. And they talking about Carlisa Hood, I'm assuming. That is, I was cheering this lady on 3 years ago. Great attorney. 1 week ago, best attorney in Chicago, hands down. Fair with prices. Hire her if you want to beat your case. Okay? So everybody's experience is different. So we will be able to see, based off of the trial, if it goes to trial. I hope it go to trial. But at this point, eventually she'll be talking to her about what's best for her to do. Take a plea deal or whatever they offer, because this case can't be beat. So we will see. Let me see. Yeah, that was the best review that she had, as far as the one talking about her brother. And pretty much those are all the reviews. Y'all could find those reviews on her website. That's what I was reading that from. Welcome back, BFF. I wonder where you went. Welcome new members. Yes, shout out to all my new members. I definitely appreciate y'all joining. She seemed to be happy-go-lucky, loved her vibe. Rest well, baby girl. Justice will prevail. Facts. Those are facts. Yes, you can tell the whole family is loved by many people. Yep. And she definitely a narc. That's probably why she doesn't have support. Wow. Yeah, you seen the videos, the childish videos she was pulling up on her page. Like, girl, what are we doing here? Pulling up this childish stuff. Let me see something right quick. You know, the video she had acting like she fighting. Videos she had acting like she firing a weapon on somebody. I mean, it was a couple years ago, but she childish as heck. That just shows her mentality. You know, she automatically think violent, I guess. So this is me on the site. This is I mean, this is what's coming up for where the law firm is at. I mean, I would think, I guess this the interest. I don't know. I mean, I don't know Chicago at all, so I don't know what you know, what else this is near. I ain't gonna ride around, but this is where it took me, like from the website. So she got an office in here or something. Let's see what's down here. Where we at? I think I seen her taking a picture in front of this. Gotta have those Michelob signs somewhere near. But so let me see something. She looked like she is slow in some ways. Who you talking about, Ari? Or you talking about Holly? Oh yeah, that's who I was talking about last. Yeah, she do. A little delayed. The attorney will tell her to take a plea deal. That's about the only thing she got coming is a plea deal. Because you know, then they ain't gotta have a trial and all that. But I don't want to see a plea deal. You know, just like with the Naziah Harris case, I'm most upset about the plea deal because I wanted to know what evidence did they have again, what evidence did they have to prove that Naziah is no longer alive? And you know, I just wanted to see the trial and everything play out. But to me, I feel like it's corruption in that case. But the reason why I mentioned Naziah, because that's a case that I heavily covered. And you know, a bunch of drama came into that case too that kind of got me off track with that. But if I were an attorney, I would definitely choose my cases carefully. Knowing what Holly did is disgusting to me. Yep. And I mean, some attorneys, I'm sure some things they like, nah, I can't do that. You know, as a matter of fact, reading what made Ari get started as seeing that the injustices of Black people and civil rights being violated, like this case don't even follow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't one of them cases. This is a Black on Black damn crime, and it ain't even self-defense, and it don't have nothing to do with civil rights. So, you know, like, yeah, maybe she should have certain not cover certain cases. You know what I mean? But some people is here, you know, they want to make their money or whatever, and they end up taking cases that they probably shouldn't take. But yeah, just reading what I read earlier, yeah, she shouldn't even be taking this case here. Koger said, I would never, in Holly's words, shoot someone and then stand there saying I was a license to carry. I have a license to carry, but I'm not going to go fire on anyone just because I do. Exactly. girl, bye. Exactly. Like that is it's a CCL license, not a license to kill. I mean, it's two different things, you know. But the way that she operated this was always the plan. It was always in their plan. Now, what I want to do right now is clear out the stuff that I got in here. So let me go over some stuff that I had here. Now, it's going to happen to be, matter of fact, let me go to the top of screenshots for Romeca. So we have her beautiful face ruined by this guy, you know, that seemed like he was jealous of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be too pretty, you know. I don't want nobody looking at you. Let me get you back like this, or let me get you like this. Let me keep you down and out. Man. Yeah. Hold on. And then we have to remember, like Holly, I mean, first of all, the things that she did publicly on social media is, you know, that's going to be a challenge for the lawyer itself. People looking at her character. And after going to the court system in December 4th of 2024, and again, she was charged December 4th of 2025. So they letting you know, yeah, we know what you did and all that. They didn't look at all that. And in January, you gonna post that? Sometime you just gotta unalive some, you know, start unaliving MFs. Really? So we see where your mind was at. Your mind was always on murder. Always. It was never on self-defense. Okay? We read that one yesterday. This was Holly on the scene. And I swear her hands are red like she has blood on them. I know they said Romeca's body was moved. So was Holly still standing in the street after she did that? Once she ran back over there from that side? Did she help Carlos move her out the street a little bit? I don't know. She should have stayed exactly where she was at. The only thing, what he should have did was rolled her on her side so she wouldn't choke on her own stuff that was going on. Okay? That's the only reason why he should have touched her. Her hands do look red, okay? Yep, she's slow as hell. Carlos knew Holly was the reason he looked like somebody. No, Romeca was the reason why he looked like somebody. He knew his image was going to the pits of hell without her. Oh, Carlos knew Holly was the reason he looked like somebody. Romeca made him look better than anybody. I mean, him and Romeca look better than him and Holly, in my opinion. Miss V, they both moved her. So that's what they saying, Tay. They both moved her. She left light and love on the earth. That's why people are drawn to her. Yes, man, I'm so drawn to her. She has connected to so many people from all around. R.I.P. Queen Meeks, a true queen. And the only reason this guy tested her. See, Meeks wasn't the type that would take shit from people. You know, that's just her person. She's a Gemini. That's her personality. She could be sweet as pie. But if you cross her, she could be the exact opposite. And this man was playing on her top. Period. All the time. All the time. Gaslighting her. Making her question herself. You know, Romeca was a beautiful woman. So a narcissist's job is to make sure that you don't get too ahead of them. Like, don't you go thinking that your looks is all that, or, you know, everybody think the world of you. I don't. I'm that one that don't care of what you look like or what your body look like. And possibly even I made you and you can't go be with nobody else. You're mine. I paid for that or whatever. You know, we know that he was an Indian giver. We know that he took her jacket and gave it to Holly and she wore it. We know that. And we also know that clothes was left at his house per the body cam footage from 2018 and 2022. And so this is the day that she got that default order, 7/14 of 2025. And what was it, 56 days after she deceased? Was that 56 days or something like that? I think I remember. And let me see something else while I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Shout out to Doc. He done shared me again mentioning something 45 minutes ago. Check out Miss V. Thank you. Thank you, fam. I appreciate it. And also, like, if y'all don't have your notifications on, please make sure you set all notifications so you know every time I go live or drop a video or short. I don't just do live streams. I do videos, lives, and shorts. And when I get done with this, I'm going to pull up my channel and show y'all how you can find all my content. Because yesterday I just showed y'all my other channel. So we know that she got this this order. 7/14, and she was trying to get this all the way from December of 2024, and she managed to not run into Romeca all of those months. April, she didn't go to court, but all the other months from December of 2024 all the way to July, she was in court. And right after that, oh yeah, we got what we need. So let's do this. Hold on, y'all. What? All that, it was 56 days. I just wanted to make sure that I was saying it right, that it was 56 days between July 14th 2025 and September 8th 2025, so that she decided to take her out, but she didn't do it prior to having it. So I mean, that's a story in itself too. Like, you know, you managed to stay in your own little town, but you want to claim self-defense, but you the one that decided to go and be on her turf, and not only by going to Chicago, but sitting on the same damn street you knew her child attended school. Up there, I had it right there. And so I'm showing this because July 14th, Romeca didn't go to the court hearing because she was here on July 15th. She didn't go. She was on vacation from work, I believe. Or actually, she had just came off of vacation. The first day of school was August 18th. And then August 20th, her and Carlos had this falling out where he went to her job and she posted about, you know, how long it take for your baby daddy to get over you. And then April 24th, she had the class reunion that he showed up to, and her sister had a conversation with him. So I'm trying to figure out when was they cool, because he told the creator that he got cool with her the end of August. So we got her reunion the 24th, then his reunion the 31st. I bet you Romeca, August 31st. Romeca didn't show up to his. So if they were so cool, you know, why did this happen? I just feel like, you know, he wanted her to need him. You getting too far away from me. Hold on, what's really going on? I need you to come back here. Wait a minute, she done with me because she got another dude, if we are to believe that. So it was no chances in his head of him reeling her back in. She was gone, you know. But yeah, she didn't go to court, and that's why old girl ended up getting it. And I believe Romeca didn't know that what they was plotting on her. She had no idea they was plotting all this on her. So let me pull up these. So the holiday, maybe July 14th or 2024 first. This is when they was trying to get the court date set. Meeks was there this was the only court date she came to in June, and her birthday is in June. So you know, the birthday that she had a ride come and pick her up. It was a driver that picked her up, had opened a door for her and all that. All of that stuff is on Instagram. And Quadajah did the I Would Never video talking crap about her because her car was down and how raggedy it was and all that. She got all that information from Lowe's. She wouldn't have known that, you know, unless some other friends was talking and telling, which we know that it was. And so it was other people helping to stir the pot and, you know, going back and forth, talking to both women, sharing what they doing per the video that of Romeca's conversation. If y'all haven't seen that video. And so, yes, this is them coming up with the court date. And Romeca, this is how I found out. She worked 16-hour shifts, go to school at night and all that. And then she got to take her kid to school in the morning. And you got Carlos, who don't work no damn where, who wouldn't even take his kid to school. According to the creator, they had a conversation that morning on September 8th about him taking their son to school. And then this is, so yeah, she went on social media and spread rumors saying my son has boils, that she knows where I work, that my car broke down. Okay, all that. We know she did that. And so by this time, July or June, Romeca knows about, you know, she did that I Would Never video. So that's kind of the timeline. She did it prior to this court date because she talking about it here. And we know that she didn't do it by September because they were in that hotel. So somewhere between September when they were in that hotel and somewhere in between that and this court date, a lot of stuff went wrong. But even before that, because they've been plotting on this woman and lying. That now, what person would want a woman around a kid that's sitting up here talking about they got boils and you talking bad about her son? Why are you thinking that she would even want her son around you at this point? And I believe that it was malicious on her part because Quadajah brought up in court that she brought up that it was fake that Romeca wanted to meet her son. You know why? Because she was never genuine about meeting theirs. You know, people will tell you who they are by the things that fly out of their mouth. Quadajah was a gutter snipe. She was licking all the leftovers. Okay, that's what she was doing. She was not a real woman, in my opinion, for what she did. And she got an answer to that. Period. So some other things that I was looking at, just trying to pinpoint when she would have been pregnant. So if she was 7 weeks pregnant, December 3rd, because her lawyer said that it was actually, was it December 4th? I think that they went to court. Maybe somewhere the lawyer, her lawyer told us that she was 7 weeks pregnant. It was in that first court hearing, right? Okay, so anyway, if she was 7 weeks pregnant, December 3rd, she likely conceived around November 5th or 7th of 2025, which means she was not pregnant when she unalived Romeca. She got pregnant after she killed Romeca. And I'm looking at it as a payoff. Thank you for getting rid of, doing the dirty work. Let's celebrate. Let's have this big explosion and have more children. How can you even do that? How could you even get hard? She killed the love of your life. Or did she? Was it Carlos Way or not? Because according to his Facebook name, it's always Carlos Losos Way. So was it on September 8th? Because if it wasn't his way, there's no reason why he would have laid up and got this woman pregnant again. You know what it takes to have babies. You know that, right? So yeah, anyway, she would have been pregnant between November 5th and 7th, which mean that at Thanksgiving, she was fresh pregnant. Couple weeks. Okay? So I don't know at what point they wasn't friends and cool and all that. So I question when people say that she was in the car waiting on him all night. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I don't have no proof of that, and it don't make sense according to the crime scene that I'm looking at. It don't look that way. Karen, you right about that. Exactly. Cobra said they celebrated on November 8th, the day she had the pink on, and all the guys on the black with the black. Yes, Tati, thank you for mentioning that. I seen it on Cold Peace channel. She brought that up, and there was a picture of Deja she had on all pink, holding up a shot with guys in black standing all around her on the same day that they told that Meeks family put out on social media for everybody to wear pink on this day. And this broad wore pink in celebration of unaliving Romeca. She did that. Disgusting. She did that. She absolutely did. And I don't believe in coincidence. So listen, I don't play about the dead either. That's some bullshit. Mocking them. Exactly, Cobras. Namaya, is it a rumor he has another baby on the way? What you all think? Well, I mean, I don't know. I think that it could be possible because wherever he lay and explode, and no responsibility. So I would say it's very much possible that he could. And then he posted a pregnancy test. I don't know if he trolling or telling the truth. Either way, you a fool for doing that. So I think that because he got community D, that is very much possible. Being that he's a liar, according to Romeca, and according to the evidence and things that we see in a fraud person, anything is possible. But I really had no proof. I was trying to figure out who this other baby was that I ran across in his arms in 2014, and somebody saying, pray for my friend Carlos Losos Way baby son in 2014. So I know that one was said to be his. But then somebody said, oh, he had been raising a couple kids that he found out wasn't his. What? That's some irresponsible crap, ain't it? Anyway, we ain't gonna go there. We know how babies are made and not made. So the pregnancy, though, let's go back to this. So the estimated conception date would have been November 5th. And that is assuming that their last period was October 22nd of 2025. I'm just saying we getting into it. And if this is true, per my calculations, then July 29th of 2026 is when she gonna have that baby. Who the hell at my door? I'm not. Yeah. So that is her estimated due date. Okay. And then let's see. So her hold on, y'all. Let me check some right quick. Okay, we back, y'all. Sorry about that. So yeah, a person that got community D, anything is possible. It's just up to the women if they taking, any precautions to not get pregnant. It might be a bunch of more Hollies that want to trap this dude for whatever reason. The look of things, I don't know. I'm sure everybody that he messed with knew about Romeca. What y'all think? Romeca wasn't a secret to anybody. Shout out to Jacqueline Davis. Hey, MTGV mods and chat, late but here. Welcome in, fam. I'll have to watch the replay. Yes, we were talking about Ari, the beginning case that I learned about her from. And I was very proud of this woman when she came on that scene with the Carlisa Hood thing. But with this one, nah, baby. Yeah, it is a scammer. A bunch of scamming going on. Scamming, scheming, gaslighting, lying, and killing. That's what's going on here. And anybody that lines up with it, with this behavior, I know you don't line up with me. He thinks he a rooster, Looney Tunes type shit. Non-working millionaire, exactly. Or should we say money ordinaire? Because that's where all his money is at. It was Romeca fault for burning all these thousands of dollars in money orders. That is just the wildest thing. So because I don't want to be around her. Now this is at Romeca. She don't trust her. This was in the court. The only one that she came to in June. And she also let them know that she was trying to get an order of protection against her. Like, she was actively working on it. She had also made a post and said that it was a female that was online saying that she's stalking her, but she said she's really stalking me. She's telling everybody this, that, and the third. Let me see if I got that in here. Because one thing about Meeks, she was very smart and she was documenting. Now, that's what Carlos said to the news. And she was documenting what was going on. And it's a good thing that she did. That's an old narc statement. Y'all ain't let me grieve or nothing. I hate all you bitches. What? Really? If you wanted to grieve, you would have been on the scene grieving when it first damn happened. How long did it take for you to shed a tear? Although I heard he was snotting and tearing at the calling the family, but I don't see nothing. But I did hear him say, y'all want me to cry online. I'd never do that. Because you ain't crying. That's why. And then how did you get the piece of mail? The petitioner says, we share the same child's father. And she just threatened my family and me on February 15th. So right after Valentine's Day, huh? Was her and Los together on Valentine's Day? Like, right after she didn't had her baby and all that, right? She had the baby. Oh, no, this was 5 days before she had the baby. And I absolutely believe they were together. I would just have to confirm that. So I am really feared for my life. I don't know I can't even see that. I don't know what's taking so long for them to serve her. Okay. So yeah, she was in court. Every time her and Los was together, she was crying to the courts, mad. If you pay attention, every date was a holiday of some sort. Okay, she was mad. And also based off of her son's birthday, which February 20th, 2025, according to social media posts, nothing is I ain't putting nobody out there. This information is public and out for the public to see. So she had her baby February 20th. If that's the case, I mean, that is the case of 2025. The birth date was the baby was most likely conceived around May 30th of 2024. So a month before Romeca's birthday party that she talked about her needing a ride for, Los impregnated her. Okay. And April was her birthday. So she was out of town. Well, I don't know if she was out of town or not, because that video on her page is an old video from the year. It was kind of old. Or maybe it was 2024. She went out to Aruba or something for her birthday. If that was 2024, she would have been pregnant there. And so that hotel event was in September. So she would have been 4 months. Yeah, that's about right. Anyway, that's how my mind works. I be putting stuff together. It just worked like that. But so this piece of mail that came up again, and I heard the creator Amora say that Holly got the piece of mail. Let me see. I might have a little something to say, but she found the mail on the floor in a car or something like that. But that ain't what she told the lawyer, though. I mean, the judge. She just said they share the same kid father. She didn't ever answer the question, but somehow the word is out that she got it from the vehicle. Oh, and another thing, Holly actually recorded the Zoom court hearing. I got that from Amora also, because there was a conversation on Amora's panel with her and another content creator, which was the same day that she talked about the phone call that they had on September 8th, the day before, right? Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. As a matter of fact, why I do this, I'm going to pull back up the video, Carlisa Hood video. I'm going to play that right now, just so I could find something else, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying right quick. Shout out to T Beezy in the building. What's up, fam? How you doing? It's been a minute. Reno, hello. Welcome back. Oh, shout out to Rhonda White. Thank you so much for the super sticker, fam. I definitely appreciate that. Check her out. So Miss V, he called Miss Tina September 8th. Mom, it was all my fault. Sure did. He sure did. I remember her saying that, and she was in tears. And he said it was all his fault. And it damn sure is. But that's not what he's telling the public at all. You know, he everybody lying and wait till his story come out and all of that stuff is what he's saying now. But let me see if I can find that, because I was blown away. And then this is what he's saying in court. In court, Johnson's attorney argued that oh no, that's not the right one. I think I got something. I think I got it in here, though. This one right here. I'm tired of the lies and everything of what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't headlock it. I didn't beat her with the door. I only tried to defuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that. And what I did made. And what I did made what they said, it made it sound harsh. And I didn't do that. We need justice. We need justice. Like we. Who the hell is we? I mean, I asked this question before. I think that's him and his narcissistic buddy in his that's with him all the time. Okay, and we need justice. He is him. He only care about himself. So we means he. That's what that means. Justice to be served through the truth. And they keep deflecting from it, Smith said. So I don't see nowhere where, he's sympathetic for what happened or admitting to any wrongdoings publicly or anything. So what you say in the dark, man, get out of here. What you say publicly is more important than what you saying in the damn dark. Okay, full of crap. I heard him say publicly that he wasn't crying. People want to see him cry on social media, and he ain't doing that. You didn't cry on the scene either, so I guess he just don't make tears. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I mean, the only human that don't make tears is non-human demonic people, I believe. Oh, let me play this video so I can look for what I said I was looking for. And also, let me see this. Dang, I'm all in the wrong spot. Shout out to Rhonda White for the super sticker. Shout out to Rhonda White. That plays so choppy for me, but I hope y'all heard it. I hope y'all heard it. So I'm gonna play this because I want to find the little clip that I have. Well, first of all, I had brought up the fact that Holly recorded the Zoom hearing when the judge told her that she had this default order. She recorded it. She need to be reported for that, for reporting it, because it's against, you're not supposed to record the Zoom hearings, right? But the fact that she recorded that part when he was reading off the TPO restrictions or requirements or whatever, she recorded it, y'all. So December 3rd arrest, yep, December 23rd or December 2nd, 3rd, 25, a status hearing. Now, look at this. December 4th of 2024 is when she first went to the courts to try to get the TPO, the order of protection. December 3rd, 2025 is when they arrested her, right? And December 4th is when they charged her. So now Doc is saying December 3rd arrest, December 23rd, 2025 was the status hearing. December 30th, 2025, a grand jury issued an indictment adding 5 additional charges. They do everything. All them dates mean something. You know, line them up, baby. I'm seeing a bunch of 3s over here. You ain't going nowhere. And I was saying that I was seeing the number 8 a lot with the Romeca case. Hold on. So one thing that I was looking at when I noticed that the number 8 is an angel number. And the angel number 8 symbolizes inner strength, finding balance, trusting your intuition, and believing in yourself and thinking positively. Now, I know Romeca was working on all that stuff with trying to cleanse herself of this narc that she was involved with. You know, that's how I see it. And then it says spiritually, the number 8 symbolizes new beginnings, resurrection, and a transition to a higher state of consciousness. Now, when I just read that, I'm thinking like Romeca would be in the arms of the Lord, and you know she's above this earthly world anymore. You know, I don't know, but that's just what came to mind. Often representing a state of a new week or an era, and it's definitely a new thing for her son to have to go through life without his mother anymore. It's just crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna read it. It bridges the material and spiritual realms, embodying balance, karma, abundance, and divine energy, frequently referred to as meta spiritual. Number that transcends the complexion of 7. Do that mean anything to y'all? Let me know if that means anything to anybody in the chat. And I'm going to be looking at the comments and trying to find what I was going to find. I'm going to let this play. But it says in the Bible, 8 represents a fresh start, as 8 people were saved on Noah's Ark, and Jesus was resurrected on the 8th day of the week. As a figure 8, it represents as above, so below, connecting the spiritual and material world. Abundance and power. In many traditions, 8 is a symbol of prosperity, strength, and inner power. 8 is also the infinity sidewalks. Wow. It's a crying shame and very sad. Hey, honey. I had a cat named Honey because I used to always say, ooh, honey. Ooh, honey. That was like a saying that I always would say. Maybe I'll start saying that again. But my cat actually passed away in October of 2022. Shut the hell up. I just thought about that just because I seen Honey. Wow. And October of 2022 was one of the arrest body cams that Keys released. Wow. Let me let this play. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna watch the whole thing.
Thank you all for being here today. I want to first thank the Cook County State's Attorney, Kim Fox, for doing the right thing and dismissing the charges. This is what justice looks like. I also want to acknowledge everyone who has been impacted by this in any way. To everyone who has supported Ms. Hood and her family through this trying time, we thank you. Yesterday, criminal charges of first-degree murder were dismissed against Ms. Hood and her 14-year-old son, rightfully so. Now that she is free, we think it is important that her story is told and that she is heard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carlisha, Carlishia. Last name is Hood, Hood. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support for me and my family. On June 18th of this year, my life changed. My son's life changed. I've experienced pain in many ways that I would never have thought, never. What happened to me was totally unnecessary. Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested. I am thankful that the Cook County State's Attorney dismissed the case. I am also thankful to have my son with me and by my side, and also his charges being dismissed. I thank my family for supporting me and the people all over the world. The people did not play. And I just thank God everything was revealed. And just everybody who has been praying and rooting for us, I just thank God for them. That did not go unnoticed. You are all not forgotten. And we are praying for all the families affected by this horrible tragedy. I am now in the process of healing and putting my family's life back together. During this trying time, we ask if, we could please have space to rest and recover from this life-altering situation. And that you all continue to keep us in your prayers. In the near future, I will be able to respond to outpouring of support. Again, I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. That's it.
piano. It's all right, Carlos. It's all right, baby. You're strong. You're strong.
Oh, Jesus.
You're strong. God bless you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Attorney Brandon Brown. That's BRANDO.
Okay, y'all. So I didn't find what I was looking for to try to let y'all hear, but I got what I was trying to find was where a Holly supporter, Mora, has said the part about Holly finding the mail in the car, and that's how she got Romeca's address, and also the portion that she recorded from the Zoom hearing in July 14th, what, 2024 or 2025? Was it 2025? Well, July 14th, okay, when she got the order, the protection order, when the judge read it off to her, all of the things that she needed to do and things that she needed to know, she recorded that. So that lets you know that she was like, finally, I got it. I got it. This B gonna have, you know what I'm saying? She was excited about it so much that she recorded it. And I don't know how many people, and you know, but she didn't follow nothing that he told her to do. But anyway, I ran across a conversation that her sister was having. This is coming from Travel Island. Let me play this.
She came to the house of them. What was she laying dead on 22nd? He stayed on 21st, above Boulevard. They keep showing the wrong house. Y'all showing the wrong house. No, he stayed above the Boulevard. The club. I done been there with several times with him. We partied together. I was sus.
Okay, so, oh Lord, hold on, y'all.
Last name Brown, BROWN. This morning, we filed a 4-count complaint on behalf of Carlisha Hood. This complaint is being filed against the city of Chicago and the defendant officers who were responsible for her arrest. The complaint contains counts of malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. We do not take what happened to Ms. Hood lightly, and we intend to pursue this lawsuit, and there will be additional lawsuits forthcoming. I want to add that Ms. Hood and myself, we recognize that there has been a life lost, and so we are praying for the family of this man who lost his life. I don't want that to be forgotten. We appreciate that lives were affected by this.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. That's mom's done called. I'm gonna have to get off of here. I gotta go handle something. But I want to play this in closing, and we'll come back. I'm gonna commit to a day throughout the week and come in here more frequently. I guess trying to get used to the full-time job and also being stressed out with the politics and stuff is what helped me not be here. But we got to remember our why, and we got to get back on focus, which we are. But we have been doing videos and shorts anyway. But I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to look at y'all comments. This is something that Keys had posted. See, he's an embarrassment to her name. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of things that Romeca was thinking about. You know, you sitting up here talking to a dust bucket. You're talking to a hoe that 304, I should say, that, you know, do threesomes and all this. You are embarrassment to my name because you making me look like a fool. You telling people all this and that. Yes, I definitely will. You telling people all this and that about me and the situations. You making me look bad. That's what she cared about. She cared about that, and whoever he messing with, it'll come right on him, fall on her. If she think this person nasty, you got OnlyFans and all, yeah, and y'all swapping fluids. Anyway, Miss V, can you please read my last 3 comments? Yes. So 3 is the past, present, and future. All of these were affected, and seems like the 3 is the H in every way. Wow, okay, that's deep. So, and then 3, oh wait, does I say 3 or 8? Hold on. It's a little dark. My screen is a little dark, okay? But it says 3 is also the Holy Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, the Holy Spirit. 3 is family completion, mother, father, and child. Wow. So those was the number. He put up the number 3 when he talked about court. Lie, auntie, man, give it to her. Yeah, that's deep. Thank you, Doctor. So do you get into numbers? Because I mean, when I kept running across that 8 and 9 and also 10, I just think that's Carlos, who just intentionally do things around his birthday to piss her off so he could have an excuse to do whatever the hell he want to do. That's what I think that is as far as October 10. But looking at 8s with his son's birthday, just all the 8s. The first day of school, the day that she was unalive, the son's birthday got an 8 in it, his birthday got an 8 in it. Like, I mean, that number just really stuck out to me. TBZ said, period. Have a God blessed day. You too, Karen. Wow, at Doc 1, this is chilling. Yes, it is, man. It really is. I'm gonna start looking a little bit more into them because I mean they really stand out. Like when my cousin passed, if I see her birthday or whatever, I mean I see it often. Like I'll look at the clock and it'll be her birthday there. It makes me think. It makes me think about her, and so I just feel like these numbers mean something. But I don't read them. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into that. That's eye-opening, Doc. Yes. No, I don't. But I just seen front and center in my mind. 8 is for row and 3 is for H. Oh, for Holly. Okay. Okay, that's what you're saying. Thanks for breaking that down. Wow. Very interesting. Shout out to TBZ dropping them good members emojis, y'all. We got some dope members emojis. So become a member so you can look good in the chat. And also you stand out in the chat because you're green. But so yeah, I did say I was gonna look at a few of the comments because I gotta go. My mom has called me. I gotta go do something with her for her. And Ms. V, remember you kept talking about number 8 yesterday? Yes. Yes. And when I looked at it, I mean, I'm like, I read the meaning on here, but I just wonder what did it mean to y'all, and then I just said what came to my mind first. But I definitely think that is meaning to it. Yes, yes. Like button hit. And wish I could hit it more than once. Oh, thank you, Ashley. So anytime you want to hit the like button more than once, that's when you hit the that heart off to the right and just spam the chat with those. That's the best. If you want to not only like, but you also want to love it, just hit that heart and just go ham on it. Like, now let me see. I'm gonna hit them. Let me show y'all how to hit these things. If y'all could see that, it's popping up right now. I take 2 fingers and I hit 2 of them at the same time. Can y'all see that? Just spam it with that. That's good spam right there. Have a great day, everyone. Great commentary. Thank you, Tay T. Thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to everybody that supported me today on this stream. Oh shit. Hold on. But yeah, he's an embarrassment to her name, and he is. And also Holly needs some additional charges for recording that Zoom hearing on July 14th, 2024 or 5. She deserves to be in trouble for that. Okay, additional charges because you are not supposed to record that, and she recorded that because she want to remember what the judge say, and she want to be proud that she finally got it after fighting all these months to try to get it. Okay, yes, we got it. We can take her out now. Now let's go set her up at the school. I tried to get them to serve her at her son's school, but since they didn't serve her, I'ma go serve her. Let's meet there on Monday the 8th, December 8th, like that. I mean, literally, it is looking like it was all a plan. Wait, is this the one? When she was trying to give the judge some tips. What about if I give them her son's school address? Well, that's where she was at on September 8th of 2025. And she had that in her mind December 4th, 2024. And they charged her on December 4th, 2024 because they seen this. They seen this, baby. First degree. You ain't getting off. I don't care who your lawyer is, okay? It was indeed a setup. Absolutely. That girl is a psychopath. Okay, that's the one I was trying to think of. I need to go look up psychopaths now. Yes, I do, Brown Eyes. So, have a nice day. You too, T. Good to see you in here. He's the biggest devil. Demonic, diabolical, very demonic is what he is. No, okay. All right, y'all. So I gotta go because I gotta go get my mom or go help my mom. And thank y'all for tuning in today. Go ahead and check out my latest video. As a matter of fact, the latest live stream that I did was yesterday. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. If y'all did not see that live stream yesterday, because we had a lot of information because I hadn't been live in a while. And we went through some evidence from the witnesses, listening at them, and from the things that we discovered and heard and all that. Yeah, we feel like old girl was in the car. She very well could have already been sitting in her car, just like Keys had mentioned. We do our own investigations over here and see what we can come up with and see. And here it is. Here's the link to that one. And also leave a comment on this live stream and let me know what you think about what we talked about today. And we'll chat in the comments. If I miss something, put it in the comments. I definitely respond to my comments. See you next time, Congress. See you next time. Have a great day, Jacqueline. Shout out to all my members, moderators, and subscribers. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So we learned a lot about, Ari today. And we gonna keep at it. Trust me, I got a lot more to talk about. But until next time, y'all, we gonna get up out of here. We gonna go on and wrap it up. Go on and sing. Because it's gonna be some more arrests. And as far as the Holly supporters,
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Ain't nobody got time for lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his nanny boo boo. What in the fuckity fuck kind of shit is this?
Wow.
I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I've been stand on business. I stand on business. You drop me.
just know, don't be worried. The courts will definitely stand on business on this case. Quadajah Johnson, she ain't getting out. Trust and believe that. But peace and love, y'all. We gonna get up out of here. I'll see y'all in the next stream, or I'll see y'all in the comments. Peace and love, y'all. Drop that fire and horn, y'all. Let's go. We got some nippers in the building. All of them. Even the fake witness. I see you, TV. I see you, BFF. Dropping them good nipples emojis. Let's go. Make this go viral. Shout out to 755 and Shandy P Music. Make this go viral. Peace and love, y'all. We out.